We've got Juliet Stevenson, who's a celebrated actress and an important social activist. Why have we got her? Because we're interested in what she has to say, but also because we're interested in the kind of person who can do not just one thing with distinction, but two.
I'm currently absolutely raging about the judge's ruling in Calais. I'm obsessed with the situation in Calais and Dunkirk at the moment. I'm very interested in the whole refugee situation and have got myself involved in that.
I want to hear what she has to say about the refugee crisis. I'm interested in her perspective, her experiences. She's been to the camp in Calais. I think she's got a lot to share with us to help us broaden our understanding of one of the pressing social crises of our time.
Well, there's the macro and the micro, isn't there? The bigger conversation is about our relationship to this issue as a country and why we no longer see ourselves as a place of sanctuary. And therefore, I think in the big picture, it's about identity, really, and who we see ourselves as being in the 21st century. Why we no longer feel able to recognise extreme forms of human need and adversity when it's staring us in the face, or how we're persuaded not to, perhaps, or why we're persuaded not to. I don't have answers for those questions, obviously, but I am very struck by them. There are 5,500 people living there in unspeakable circumstances, 650 of whom are children, and 423 of those children are unaccompanied. So there are amazing individuals doing things, but as you know, the big charities are not there because they can't be. It's not declared a humanitarian crisis, it's an immigration problem. So the charitable work is all done by very tiny NGOs, a couple of local ones, and then some remarkable British tiny initiatives who are trying to fundraise and cope with what is really an out-of-control problem. So we're fundraising for a project, and my eldest son has been out there filming for some weeks now. He's sort of offering a listening post. There are people who want to come in and tell their individual stories, where they come from, why they made the journey, what they feel about where they are and so on. And we've had some amazing interviews. He just films their hands because they need to be anonymous, of course, but also so what started as an expedient thing has turned into a very, very beautiful way of shooting. So we're fundraising for translation of those into the various languages, and then we're going to put them on a website and hopefully keep them coming in so that people, when they want to hear who these refugees are, can just go on this website and listen to any number of stories.
And how can Mishcon and Reya support the initiatives that you're engaged in Calais?
Of course, a donation to the translation of the interviews and the creation of the website would be fantastic, because I think when people can hear individual stories, they really are changed.
Thank you so much for coming, really.